if language didn't exist, what would you be thinking right now? Or rather, could you even think at all? Scientists turned their attention to a gene called FOXP2. It's one of the genes that helps develop neural circuits involved in learning speech movements. And here's where a crucial question emerges. Did language enable thought? Or did thought give birth to language? Today, let's venture deep into the moment when humanity acquired language. By the time you finish this video, you'll understand just how miraculous the words you're using right now truly are. Chapter 1. A World of Silence. Imagine for a moment a world without words. You can only point at what you see, grunt, and gesture. So in this silent world, how did humanity survive? Neanderthals used stone tool technology for a long time. While their technological change was gradual compared to modern humans, recent research shows they had their own culture and tools. But recent studies revealed their ears could hear the same frequency range as modern humans, suggesting they may have possessed their own form of language. Anatomical features related to vocalization, the vocal tract, hyoid bone, neural control. When and how these elements came together remains uncertain. But anatomical changes alone weren't enough. Vocal cords without language are merely noise. The key lay in the brain. FOXP, the second of, may be involved in functions like corticobasal ganglia circuits related to learning speech movements. And here's where a crucial question emerges. When did this gene change? And why are humans the only ones with complex language? Chimpanzees also possess the FOXP2 gene. Yet they have no language. The difference is just 2 amino acid mutations. This tiny difference is thought to have played a vital role in brain neural circuit formation. But recent genomic research suggests language ability isn't controlled by a single gene. It's a complex capability emerging from numerous genetic factors, combined with developmental environment. So when and how did language emerge? Let's explore that. Chapter 2. The Birth of Words. Between roughly 100,000 and 50,000 years ago, with regional variations, something happened. Humanity began gradually developing symbolic behavior and culture. Recently, rather than a single revolution, the prevailing view sees it as mosaic evolution, changes accumulating at different times in different regions. In the 1950s, Noam Chomsky proposed a remarkable theory. Generative grammar presented the position that language ability has innate elements. However, the specific content and scope of universal grammar remain debated. There are approximately 7,000 languages in the world, estimated, subject to change with classification updates. Many languages combine elements participating in events with predicates, but word order and how subjects and objects are expressed vary enormously across languages. This is not coincidence. The human brain is designed to process language in specific ways. Now, let's look at the most remarkable fact. Children begin rapidly acquiring words around age 2, and by age 6, they've mastered over 10,000 words. Think about that for a moment. This happens without textbooks, without grammar lessons. Children internalize the complex rules of language just by listening. Let's think about what this means. If language were merely a product of learning, why can all children acquire it the same way? Why can deaf children naturally acquire sign language as a full language? Sign language has syntax and morphology, yet it's not entirely identical to spoken language. It has its own unique grammatical features. Yet both are abilities deeply embedded in the human brain. But here's an unexpected question that emerges. If language is hardwired into the brain, what are humans thinking in a state without language? Some researchers argue that abstract thought is impossible without language. In other words, language-enabled thought. The acquisition of language wasn't just gaining a means of communication. It was a revolution that transformed the human mind itself. So what did this revolution bring to our existence? Let's explore that. Chapter 3. The World Language Creates. Language connects with memory and imagination, and is argued to be one element supporting mental time travel, the recall of the past and imagination of the future. The power to narrate the past, plan the future, and imagine what doesn't exist. So how did this ability transform human existence? Without language, the pyramids would never have been built. Complex cooperation is impossible without language. Through words, we can accumulate knowledge and transmit it across generations. This is what decisively separates humanity from other animals. But language affects us at an even deeper level. There's an idea called linguistic relativity, that language influences our perception and habits of thought. In other words, the language you speak may be shaping how you perceive reality. For instance, some Australian Aboriginal languages indicate position using cardinal directions rather than left and right, which correlates with enhanced ability to maintain constant orientation awareness. And here's the most important discovery. Language gave us the ability to believe in fictions. Nations, religions, laws, human rights. These exist as institutions built from shared rules, symbols, and language. Yet they're supported by multiple elements: customs, power, recording media. Think about that for a moment. Millions of people can cooperate because they believe in common narratives. The United States, human rights, these are concepts created by language. Yet they shape our reality. This is the most remarkable power of language. The power to make the non-existent exist. The power to turn imagination into reality. Now, let's confront the final question. If language influences thought, what was the mind like in a state without language? What did pre-linguistic humans feel and think? This is a question science doesn't yet have an answer to. But this question itself may be the key to understanding human nature. Language made us human. But at the same time, language made us prisoners of language. And we face a new question. So let's organize what has emerged from this exploration. Chapter 4: The World Revealed. Now today we've explored deeply the moment when humanity acquired language. The evolution of numerous genes, brain development, and gradual cultural innovation. All of these combined to birth the miracle of language. And language shaped our thinking, our perception of reality, and civilization itself. Let me share the insights from today's exploration. First, language is a complex ability born from multiple genes and brain evolution. Numerous genetic factors, including FOXP2, the evolution of the vocal tract, and the development of brain neural circuits. All of these combined, and between roughly 100,000 and 50,000 years ago, with regional variations, language ability likely developed gradually. Language wasn't a single gene. It was evolution's greatest gift to us. Second, language supports mental time travel and gave us the power to believe in fictions. Early humans evolved gradually over a long period. But with the development of language, we became able to narrate the past, plan the future, and imagine what doesn't exist. Nations, religions, human rights, all are built from shared rules and symbols, including language. Yet they shape our reality. Third, the words we speak influence our habits of perception. As linguistic relativity suggests, language isn't merely a communication tool. It's a framework for thought, a lens for perceiving reality. People speaking different languages have different habits of perception. What these insights mean is clear. Language was the revolution that made us human, and simultaneously an invisible framework shaping our thinking. Through this exploration, I'm filled with renewed awe at the power of words. Right now, as you're listening to this, language is shaping your thinking. And without language, this very thought might not exist. Language isn't humanity's greatest invention. It is our very essence. To be honest, this astonishes me too. Without words, we couldn't think anything, couldn't create anything, couldn't dream anything. So I ask you, if the language you speak now were different, would your thinking change? And now, in this age when AI manipulates words, we're being asked again, does mind create language, or does language give birth to mind and intelligence? These questions don't yet have answers, but continuing to ask is what moves us forward. The journey to understand the miracle of language has only just begun. After you finish this video and return to daily life, I want you to be a little more conscious of the words you're using right now. That each one is the result of tens of thousands of years of evolution, shaping your thinking. and that people speaking different languages may be seeing different worlds. By becoming conscious of words, you begin understanding the framework of your own thinking. And perhaps you'll find a way to transcend that framework. Share your insights in the comments. Your questions are the force that drives this channel forward. Thank you for joining me on this intellectual journey to the very end. If this video gave you a new perspective, I'd appreciate your subscription. At Mindshift, we explore the universe, consciousness, and the nature of existence from both scientific and philosophical perspectives. From the miracle of language to the mysteries of quantum mechanics, let's continue this journey that transforms your worldview. Turn on notifications and join me on the next exploration. Until next time.